Good morning. Today we are going to discuss about the appointment of judges in Supreme Court. So our topic is appointment of Supreme Court judges. So first of all, a basic introduction about Indian judiciary. India has unified judiciary, that is, at the top we have Supreme Court, and at intermediate level we have high courts, and down below we have district courts and subordinate courts. So why we call Indian judiciary as integrated judiciary? Because unlike legislative division, we do not have any division of judiciary. So in India, the courts, be it Supreme Court or High Court, they can interpret both the laws. That means either it is made by state legislature or it is made by the union legislature. So its position is different from that of United States of America, where the federal court deals only with federal laws and state courts deal with the state laws. But this is not the case in India. So that is why we call Indian judiciary as the integrated judiciary. Now, coming to our topic, appointment of judges in the Supreme Court. First of all, we need to understand that Article 50 of Indian Constitution says that there should be separation of power between the organs of the government, especially between the judiciary and the legislature and executive. So, keeping the spirit of separation of power, it becomes very important in the matter of judicial appointment that the Supreme Court maintains its independence from the interference of the executive. So, in that context, we will see how the appointment of judges in Supreme Court takes place, how the system of collegium has developed in India, and what is the current situation as far as appointment of judges are concerned in the Supreme Court. So, Article 124 of the Indian Constitution says that the President shall appoint every judge of the Supreme Court, and while doing so, he may consult the other judges of Supreme Court and of high courts as he deems necessary in the matter of appointment of Chief Justice of India. And if he is appointing other judges of Supreme Court, then he would consult the Chief Justice of India. So here the key word according to Article 124 is the consultation, and we will see that this word consultation has gone different interpretations. The court has defined at various times what is the meaning of consultations. So it was first discussed in the 1982, and we call it as first judges case, where Supreme Court has said that the meaning consultation does not mean concurrence. Here the meaning of consultation is not same as concurrence. So it means that if President wish, he can appoint anybody even if it is different from the consultation process with the Chief Justice of India. So here the Chief Justice of India's opinion did not matter in the appointment of judges of Supreme Court. So again, this matter came to discussion in the second judge's case in the 1993. So second judge's case in 1993. So this was in 1982, and in 1993 second judge's case, here the Supreme Court said that consultation means concurrence. So the President of India, while appointing the judges of the Supreme Court, cannot have different choice other than suggested by the Chief Justice of India. So this means that the process of consultation is equal to concurrence. So with the consent of both, that is Chief Justice of India and President, a person can be appointed as Supreme Court judge. The matter did not stop here. Supreme Court also said in the second judge's case 1993 that while during the process of consultation, the Supreme Court Chief Justice of India will consult two of his senior most colleague in the Supreme Court. So consultation here means that Chief Justice of India would consult his two senior most colleague. That means CJI plus two senior most judges of Supreme Court will be consulted, right? So it is said that from 1993 the system of collegium started in India. So again it went a great change in third judge's case. Third judge's case in 1998. It says that the opinion of Chief Justice of India alone is not binding on the government while appointing a Supreme Court judge, right? So what does it say? That the Supreme Chief Justice of India would consult four of his senior most colleagues in Supreme Court while giving his consultation to the President of India, and even if two of the collegium judges differ in the opinion, then he would not suggest those names to the President of India. That means majority of the collegium decision would be recommended to the President of India. That means the power of CJI was diluted and the collegium system was strengthened from the third judge's case. So it says four senior most judges of Supreme Court plus CJI. This is the advancement in the collegium system. So again in the fourth judge case, so we need to, in the fourth judge's case, in 2015, Supreme Court reviewed government's decision. So in 2014, government has Parliament has enacted 99 Constitutional Amendment Act, and thereby the collegium system for appointment of judges in Supreme Court and higher judiciary was done away with. So this, and in place of collegium system there was National Judicial Appointment Commission. So NJAC was formed, and NJAC Act was enacted in 2014 to appoint the judges in Supreme Court. So in view of this development in 2015, Supreme Court said that the current system of appointment of judges by the National Judicial Appointment Commission infringes upon the independence of the judiciary. So that is why Supreme Court has declared this act and NJAC both as null and void. Null and void. So that means these law will not be applicable, and again with this fourth judge's case, Supreme Court has restored the collegium system of 1998, whereby the four senior most judges along with the Chief Justice of India would recommend to the President of India in the matters of appointment of Supreme Court judges. So this is how the collegium system has developed, and this is the current status of collegium system in India. I hope this would make you clear about the concept. If you like the video, do like, share and subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much. And also we are constantly updating our Telegram channel, and we are putting lot of material and content both in Hindi and English medium on our Telegram channel. So please subscribe to our Telegram also. Thank you.